and I would like to introduce y'all to my passion project called Roomy. Starting out, I knew that I wanted Roomy to be a mobile application, and as Ken said, my instructors were very hesitant on me doing a mobile application because it was something that we had not covered in class. And also because I worked a full-time job. I was very excited on doing this project because it was something, it was a passion of mine that I had worked on for years now. And starting out, I knew that I wanted Roomy to be a mobile application that invited more people to actually talk face-to-face because I do believe that technology helps us out in all aspects of our lives, but communication-wise, we really don't talk face-to-face as much as we used to anymore. And that's because there isn't really a need for it. We don't need to. And starting out, I knew that I wasn't going to be able to do everything that I wanted with this application because I did have to teach myself a new mobile framework in order for this project to be a reality. So I decided to come up with a proof of concept to get my point across and explain how I wanted people to actually be able to meet and communicate more face-to-face. And for this proof of concept, I wanted to do something that basically just extracted users' geographical data and displayed that on a mini-map as a marker. And for the technologies used for Roomy, I wanted to do React Native for the client side of this project. Basically, in class, we were taught React, and I felt that if I could hop in React Native with prior knowledge due to React, that I would be able to get the ball rolling a lot more faster with my project. And to actually store users' geographical data inside of a database, I use a Django backend. And to do all of my testing, I use an Android emulator plus my own Android device. And to actually display users' markers on the map as coordinates, I use a Google Maps API. And to demonstrate how this app works is on the right side, you'll see users' coordinates or users' geographical data, their latitude and longitude coordinates. And to the left of me, you'll actually see their coordinates displayed on the map as markers. And I have these users displayed as inside of a cluster because I want to demonstrate my solution for people to actually talk face-to-face. I believe that people should be able to meet on the fly and communicate with others quickly within a direct vicinity. And there were a lot of lessons that came with actually learning a mobile framework. I really realized that it is very important how you start your mobile app project because you may end up missing out on certain iOS and Android script files that you need in order to actually start your project or make your project run. And I also learned that it's very important how you run your project. I use Expo to start my project and run it to do all of my testing with users' data. And while I did use Expo, it did not allow me to test on multiple Android devices. So that was also very important. And to connect the front end and the back end, I used the Django web service with React Native. I realized that further on down the line, it's very important that you pay attention to the emulator's address that you use for testing because that same address is the address that binds the front end with the back end. It's the glue that sticks them together. That way you're able to make requests between one another. And in order to integrate a Maps API within a mobile application, I learned that it's also very important how you format your code because the map could appear on your phone as invisible. Or since you don't have access to those iOS and Android script files, you cannot reconfigure those files within your project to actually show the map in the first place. For future improvements on this project, I really wanted to lay the groundwork for something that could potentially be the project that I always wanted it to be later on down the line. And for my first phase, I just wanted to be able to create users and display those users on the map as markers. And for my second phase, I want an improved user experience. I want users to be able to actually navigate throughout my project a lot easier with ease because I use bottom tab navigators in order to do all of the navigation. And while actually coding this project, I did realize that there is a huge difference between having a vision and actually implementing or working on that vision. And I realized that I'm actually working with actual users' geographical coordinates, and that introduces a prospect of safety issues. And I want to be able to improve those safety issues and work on this project to actually make users connect and interact with each other in a safe fashion. And for my second phase, I want users to be able to actually communicate between one another within these groups and clusters. I actually called this project Roomy because I wanted people to be able to interact between actual rooms that they actually create on the fly and on the go to actually meet more unique individuals. And with that being said, my name is Dekevion Wade, and I do appreciate you all for coming out and listening to my project. You can visit more of my projects at dekevion.com. My email address, dekevionwade@yahoo.com. And I thank you for listening in on my project.